Great. Well, goodness, I'm so excited to welcome you to our 60/60 tour and have San Antonio Gardens, the Gardens, as part of our tour. So I'm excited to welcome you, Maureen and Lee and Tom, to participate with us today. We're very excited. The Gardens has been such an important member of ours for so many years. I'm not sure if you have been a member since 1961, but you have a 60th anniversary, so I bet it's pretty close. Yep. And congratulations on your 60th as well. It's very, very exciting.
Well, the Gardens was started by a little group of Congregationalists here in the Pomona Valley. They identified the need for a community of people of a certain age, but yet not ready to retire. And so they really wanted to identify a community life that people could still be very active and engaged and involved in one another's lives and activities. And so that really has come to fruition over these 60 years, for sure. We are a community of just under 500 residents and about 350 employees now. So there certainly has been growth over these 60 years. Certainly a more diverse community than what began.
Lee, oh my goodness, rumor has it that you are a director and a producer and have a play in the works on campus. That's what I've heard, with a very large cast. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Lee, and I'd love to hear more about your project that you have going on the campus.
Well, I am a recovering fundraiser.
Oh.
That was my profession. And so I wanted to be as far away from fundraising as I could possibly get when I retired. And I have done that. But since coming to the Gardens, it has provided me an opportunity to dip my toes into things that I might not have done in previous years because of lack of time. And one of the things that COVID provided this year, COVID was truly a blessing for me in terms of creativity. I was able to spend uninterrupted time. I wrote some songs for our after-school learning program with students. I also then wrote a play that we will be producing. I wrote it and I'm directing, casting it. And we go into rehearsals via Zoom, thanks to COVID. In fact, Tom Beal is going to be on a Zoom call with me in 2 hours. And that has just been a blessing. The 1960s were a madhouse decade. It was a madhouse. I had 3 children in that decade. I went to work in that decade. I did a lot of volunteer work in that decade. I lived here in Claremont. I had moved out to Claremont from Pennsylvania with my parents and finished high school here in Claremont and then went on to school at UC Riverside. And it was just a very busy time, as babies, and toddlers are.
Do you have a particular fond memory of that time?
I have a memory of hanging diapers. Diaper after diaper after diaper. And gosh, if I had Huggies, then that would have been a wonderful thing. Provides an opportunity for people not to prove anything to the world anymore. We've already proven that we're good. We know that. And now we can just enjoy and test new things. I have a friend here at the Gardens who had never sung in a choral group before, but wanted to. And so he joined and just loved it. So I have people in this show coming up who've never acted before, but they're willing to try it. So I think it gives us that freedom to create.
Yeah, we've been here a little over 5 years, and universally, when we talk to people here, they say, "We wish we'd come sooner," because that's the kind of place that we're living in. And it's so active and vital and exciting, really. It's a little bit, the residents are heavily involved in the programs and the activities and even the governance here. I was in the television industry, but on the what we call below the line, but that isn't what did it. We were asked, and it's exciting, and things are always happening, and so I said sure. Much as I said yes to Lee Jackman, maybe to my regret, but who knows? It's going to be fun. But you can be as involved here as you like. Diversity means being involved or not being involved, whichever you prefer. And so, where I'm on the board of directors, I'm on the finance committee and things like that. So you can keep as busy here as you like, and maybe someday I'll retire.
Well, speaking of, tell me a little bit about where you were in 1961.
I was transferred here. I was employed as a sales manager by the Huffy Bicycle Company, headquartered in Dayton, Ohio, and they transferred me here to their factory in Azusa. Uh-huh. So we decided to give California a try, and it's been a wonderful ride since.
And what are you looking forward to in the next 10 years or so?
Well, this is a dynamic place, and what's happening now with the new wellness center and the new building that's being built will be fun to watch. And I hope to be part of the committee structure on campus for a long time, and then whatever Lee Jackman has in mind might include me as well. She's always got something going, and she's in the district that we live in. She is the entertainment captain, I guess you'd say, the chair of the party committee.
Tom, I prefer to be called the party queen.
The party queen, right? And she has something. Even though we're not able to get together, she's put together activities on Zoom. She just had one where we had to identify products from the radio age and early TV age. But she's always got something like that. Pictures of residents when they were children, and you had to guess who they were. It's just she's always keeping us stirred up that way.
I came to Claremont in 1958 as a teenager, and there were acres and acres of oranges and lemons all around. And you would drive down one of our roads, Baseline Road, and there were trees on both sides of it, and the beautiful perfume that wafted in during the 60s. I have wonderful memories of waking up in the morning, and that was the time that we had the Bracero program here in California. And the Mexican braceros came in early in the morning, and they'd put their ladders up into the lemon trees, and they would sing while they picked lemons. And just hearing that wonderful sound coming through the window in the morning was terrific. So I've seen the lemons go, I've seen industry come and go, and I've seen restaurants sort of take the place.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Interesting. How about you, Tom?
Well, in the 60s, I didn't live here. So it was, I've come to learn more provincial than it is in California. And when we moved here, we were excited to meet Annette Funicello and Mickey Mouse and all the things that because California is the sort of the cultural headquarters of this country, at least, maybe the whole world. But the changes that we have seen subsequent to that are just dramatic, and you just don't know what's going to come next.
Well, one thing I've noticed about LeadingAge California, especially recently, is the really strong resource that it is for us as we try and navigate the regulatory environment, because it's becoming more and more of a quagmire and just very information intense. And so you have helped to untangle that for us in a lot of different ways. And so continuing that would be, certainly most valued. I imagine to continue to bring us what you have been bringing us, and that is the examples of innovation, because that can be very inspiring to see what other people are doing, what we might replicate here, and then also share what we're doing with others. So I think both education, through the regulatory piece of what we do, and then also the inspiration of what people are doing in innovative ways.
Oh, good. Thank you.